Okay, I guess we are live now. Yeah, it is live. Okay, I guess we are live now. Yeah, it is live. Okay, I guess we are live now. Yeah, it is live. Okay, I guess we are live now. Yeah, it is live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the launch of the Inflame International Medicine and Clinical Research Wing. My name is Ayush Gharat, and I'm the Podcast Director and Section Editor at Inflame Medical Magazine. It is my pleasure to be your host and moderator for today's auspicious event. Since the dawn of human civilizations, humans have continued to prove that innovation is encoded within us. Whether it was the discovery of fire, the inventions of primitive stone weapons, or the rise of the new millennium characterized by the bloom of the internet. Humans have constantly emerged victorious in our aspirations to lead healthier and better lives so that we can continue to grow, develop, and evolve as a collective species. This evolution is thanks to our innate desire to learn. Learn more about the world around us, learn more about who we are, where we come from, and where we are headed. Research and innovation will continue to guide us into a bright, promising future. And it is this pedagogy that will be practiced by the new Inflame International Medicine and Clinical Research Wing. As we get started, I would like to first request Professor and Dr. J. Jayalal, National President of the Indian Medical Association, to give the inaugural address. He has served in the Health and Family Welfare Department as medical officer since 1993 and is at present working as a professor in surgery in Tirunelveli Government Medical College Hospital, Tirunelveli. He also serves as an honorary professor in laparoscopy for the Indian Association of Gastrointestinal Endosurgeons and is involved in the various training programs as the faculty. Before that, I would like to request Dr. Mayukh Pandit, Director of Inflame International Medicine and Clinical Research Wing, to share some words. Sir Mayukh is a board-certified researcher in anatomy, as well as an entrepreneur, educator, author, and guest speaker. He is also the Guidelines Committee member of the Innovative Education and Scientific Research Foundation, as well as the editorial board committee member in many international and national journals. Dr. Pandit is the proud recipient of Asia's Best Researcher in Anatomy 2020 award and the Research Excellence Award 2020. So glad to have you today. Please tell us more about this new and exciting initiative. Sir, you're currently on mute.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Very good evening, Ayush, and warm welcome to everyone. And first of all, I feel very honored and blessed to hold such a position as Director and co-founder of Inflame International Medicine and Clinical Research Wing. First of all, I would like to express my deep gratitude to our Professor Dr. Jailal sir, who have always given his support, blessings, and guidance. Dr. Jailal sir has always been my inspiration throughout my career. Dr. Jailal sir have been inspiration to thousands of students, to lakhs of doctors across the country. And he have also inspired by his works and noble initiative to our generation, and his exemplary work would always remain inspiration to generations after generation for doing something good for our humanity. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our esteemed research wing to everyone. Inflame International Medicine and Clinical Research Wing is an auspicious and pioneer body which have one motto: save and change millions of lives. This motto we would like to achieve by giving our best in terms of providing research, in terms of providing, hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes. Yes. First of all, as I told, I would like to express my deep gratitude to Dr. Jailal sir, who always have been my inspiration and my idol, and he always have been inspiration to thousands of students, lakhs of doctors across our country, and his noble initiatives and works would always remain an exemplary to our generation and would be a motivation to all our upcoming generations for doing something good for our humanity. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce our esteemed research wing, Inflame International Medicine and Clinical Research Wing, to everyone. This research wing is an auspicious and pioneer body which have one motto: save and change millions of lives out there. This motto, we would be able to conduct the quality research and innovations, which we will be able to exchange this in our innovations to rest of the world. And Inflame International Medicine Clinical Research Wings aims to bring this scientific revolution in our country by connecting various researchers, scholars, students, doctors, and health professionals, and the entire fraternity in one leading platform with a single mindset of doing something good for humanity with hard work and passion, and to find out the answer for incurables, and which will be absolutely benefit for our people and for our society. Also, there is one major objective of Inflame International Medical Clinical Research Wing is to guide people and students towards research. We as a team, with the help of Professor Dr. Jailal sir, with his blessings and guidance, I believe in our upcoming years, we will be able to guide many students and many people who wants to do research but doesn't know the road or the path towards the research. I often have came familiar with students who doesn't know, they have a major doubt how to go ahead. So we will be able to provide that guidance to research. We are the expert of professionals. We are creating a team of expert professionals towards our goal, so that everyone would be able to do their best, and we can conduct like that way. So another honorary mention I would like to do is that we are also associated with Innovative Education Scientific Research Foundation. Innovative Education Scientific Research Foundation's director is Dr. Rakesh sir, and founder and CEO is Nikita ma'am. Innovative Education Scientific Research Foundation is a non-profit organization in our India, which have almost 6,500 health professionals, and across our India. And they also have publication, Innovative Publication Private Limited, which have near about 49 journals in their organization, and also they have near about Innovative Publication Private Limited is also associated with 35,000 to 40,000 authors across the worldwide. I would also like to thank Rakesh sir and Nikita ma'am for their presence today in this ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that introduction. I would like to next call upon Dr. J.A. Jayalal, Sir, National President of the Indian Medical Association, to provide his inaugural address and share some words of inspiration for us. As mentioned earlier, he has served in the Health and Family Welfare Department as a medical officer since 1993. Over to you, sir. Sir, you are on mute.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much for inviting me to be with you at this moment. In fact, I'm held up in another meeting, but I know I cannot disown the request and demands from my own very innovative research-oriented students. I basically has a passion for it. So when Alicia and the team has asked me to be with you at this moment, though I am simultaneously there is a state president secretary meetings going on, I would like to spare some minutes with you to understand and to be with you for your this enthusiastic work. I always believe, and it is a medical fraternity right from the medical students area. The forum should be created where you are giving a platform or opportunity for others to expand their vision and expand their research activities. Research is not something new. It is not every day we are doing. It is only thing what we need is documentation and put it in order. So when we are seeing the doctors who they see thousands of cases, but they will not have a data or they will not have anything to coordinate with that and bring it in a publication. So that is getting wasted. So when if you can put that into a mindset of the people, then whatever you are learning or whatever you are seeing and your eyes are open, your ears are open, and you can document, and at the end, if you can just do an analysis, you will come out with a lot of data. I saw very recently, I saw one of the very international research paper. There is a student has published. He has just asked a question of all the patient who has come into the OP. Where is your heart? Where is your kidney? Where is your lung? And he is doing an analysis and how much knowledge the people of the common man who is coming about their internal organ. It will not take much time. It will not take much there. What only is it gives you idea of going into that and putting it in a documentation and coming out with a research that is a 35% of people only know where is exactly kidney. 35% of people know where is that. So that kind of thing is research. Do not think always it is a high-end research, which may be useful in a sophisticated equipment laboratories or higher centers. But as a medical students and as a doctor in the early part of the career, they can definitely involve into the only thing we need that spark. Only thing we need to ignite them. Only thing we need to motivate them to understand that. So that platform, I think Alisha and team is producing or providing for you. And I am so happy and extremely happy to know that you are starting this as a research wing. I think it is one of the very rare event which a medical students will rare to start because it needs a lot of time you need to spend. A platform has to be created. The way in which you are going to do has to be documented. So it is a big job. But I know the passion with which Aisa and team are working, and definitely you will be able to succeed. Many times our ideas are getting aborted with the fear that we think whether our idea will be able to be implemented or not. So as a medical students, please do not have that inhibition. Whenever you get some good ideas and good vision, put it into action. Failure is not a thing which is going to pull you down. Failure will always is a stepping stone for the next victory. When you are failing at some time, when you are not able to make a research and not able to come out an article, there's nothing wrong in that. Someone who is attempt is much more better than someone who is not even attempting on that. So do not get worried about the outcome. I often used to tell my students and never be serious. A serious people has to be in the ICU. So you have to be not in an ICU. You have to be but sincere. Whatever you do, you must be sincere to your heart and say that at the end of the day that you will be able to do the things and to the satisfaction of your heart and the passion of your heart. When you have a love on something, when you are difficulty you are facing, and definitely those difficulties can be easily overcome and come out of that. So yes, it is a extracurricular, not even extracurricular, I will say it's intracurricular extra work which you are doing, but this work will be definitely give you maybe not help you in get a degree, but definitely help you to make a man or a human being in the society with a competence-based person who will be able to help the community in a large way. So in that count, I wholeheartedly appreciate, especially your vision and thoughts on this research wing. Whatever the helps you need possible from the Indian Medical Association, we are ready to be with you. And whatever the help you need on the research protocols and research we will be reviewing the things, and we will be definitely helping you in a possible way. I'm confident and happy that you will be able to bring this passion for research, passion for documentation, passion for publish. We often say if you either publish or perish, and that publication that we should encourage. And many times we get from the Western world, but the Indian world, Indian scientists, Indian doctors should bring that publication. So all that will be possible when you are creating this platform. I know now today it has become a mandatory work for an indexed article to be in the index article. So still you get an index for your research paper. It will be take some difficult time to get, but if you can persevere and work on that, definitely you can get it indexed as early as, and that indexing, once it is done, so then it will be, it is not that you have to seek and people will seek you and send a lot of research papers. So that level, I wish this, your group and your organization should grow. And I wish all the best for you, and that we will be looking forward to get much more bigger things from you all. Thank you, and may God bless you and encourage you and empower you to do all these things in a passionate way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jailal, sir, for your kind words. And I'm really grateful that you showed your presence even after the meetings that you have scheduled. And it is such a great honor to have an inaugural address from a professor and a doctor, and also the National President of Indian Medical Association. And thank you so much for all the support that Indian Medical Association and the Junior Doctors Network and the Medical Students Network is giving us in the form, even in the magazine and the research wing. So the idea of the research wing was definitely yours, and we are just putting it into place. So I hope this grows, and we'll definitely work under your guidance. Thank you so much for being present.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much for spending some time and giving us those valuable words of wisdom. After this, we come to Dr. Mayukh sir to learn more about the organization and to learn more about the aims and the visions. Dr. Mayukh sir, being the director of this new esteemed organization, what are some of the initiatives that you have planned for the imminent future?
Yes, Ayush. Rather than saying initiative, I would like to make a promise on this auspicious day. Inflame International Medicine and Clinical Research Wing, within a target of approx 5 years, would be the India's largest and the leading platform to build and create the ideology towards research. We would be able, I believe we would be able to motivate students, people who wants to do research towards this ideology. Because always remember one quote stated by Medgar Evans, that you can kill a person, but you can't kill an idea. Similarly, you can kill a revolutionary, but you can't kill the revolution. So we have aimed to bring the scientific revolution to our country, and we will achieve it no matter what, by creating this ideology which never could be destroyed and which will be passed upon to generation, and which would inspire people to do something good for their society, to find out the cure for incurables, and so that the people, the humanity could be benefited by their work. Now, my second big initiative would be that we are going to launch a journal very soon, which we have named as South Asian Journal, which will be led by a board of experienced and expert professionals who have prior knowledge towards the publication. I am creating an editorial team which will consist of experienced 10 peer reviewers, 7 editorial board members, along with 3 to 4 editorial assistants for one journal. And we believe within 2 to 3 months of hard work and securing, after getting proper indexing, South Asian Journal would reach its height very soon, and this would be a very success in our country.
Absolutely. I'm sure a lot of students would also be very interested in getting involved and carrying out their own research as well as a part of this initiative. Yes. Tell us about the importance of research to you and what qualities one would require to be a remarkable researcher.
See, Ayush, if I talk about research, first we have to focus about this word research. What does this word research means actually? if you Google or if you try to find out the answer of this question, you will see that the word research means the creation of new knowledge or utilizing the existing knowledge to build new concepts, methodologies, and understanding for betterment. So this is the conventional education. But according from my point or from my perspective, I believe research is doing something the world has never ever dreamt of, creating something which might change and save millions of lives out there. And your work, your exemplary work would be an inspiration to generations of generations for doing this noble work. I believe this is the definition. This would be the importance of research in our country and everywhere. So for now, if you ask me what are the qualities of being a good researcher, I believe the utmost quality of being good researcher would be passionate and hardworking. And because if you are not passionate about what you are doing, because there will be some time when you will be when people would get discouragement from their society, from their nearby. And if you are not hardworking, like there used to be a time when I have made a record of 13 publications. And when I was used to work upon research, there was some time when I used to give almost 17 to 18 hours to one field without any demand of success or without any outcome of success. And in fact, there was like our guided by your Professor Dr. Jailal sir. Yes, I have made failure. I have made many failures. And after that, when the working hypothesis came to success, then the successes will be there. But yes, you have to have this mindset to be very hardworking and to be very passionate about what you will be doing. And second point would be determination. Any good researcher should be determined about what they are doing, because if you are not determined about yourself, because frankly, if I speak, yes, society doesn't want any change, and or the people of the society doesn't want any change. So when you are doing something new, when you are doing something innovative, it might take time to accept that change. And and there will be at some times when everyone will discourage you, when everyone will say that your work is not, don't go to this field, don't go to research, it will teach you nothing. So at that time, you should be very confident about your work. You should be very determined that I have pursued this field, I will go no matter what. So this will be, and another point I want to add, this would be, I think most appropriate point is that you should not have a greed, or you should have basically a money-free minded attitude. You should not be greedy, because if you enter in our research field, we all know that though we all know that the world's richest person, Elon Musk, is himself a scientist. But if you enter this field having a thought that no, I will be a millionaire, billionaire someday, I don't think you should pursue this, because earning money is not a bad option, but you can go. There are many fields for that. But in research, you have this mindset that you will be devoting yourself for the betterment of the society, not to earn, not to gain value from it. And when you do something good for anyone in your life, you will be benefited. You don't have to worry for that. So I believe that you should have this mindset of money-free mind attitude in yourself. And lastly, I would say that you should have this mindset and this ideology in yourself. Rather, we also want to build this ideology in our upcoming generation, in our generation, that you should always try to find out, you should always try to bring the change out of the conventional one. Only then we can walk towards the path of progress. Should always have this mentality that using the existing data in research or creation of any new data, I will bring a change which will be benefited for the society, which will cure millions of lives out there, which will be served to the humanity. So you should, I think these are the utmost point: passionate, hardworking, determined, devoted, money-free minded, and have a ideology to bring change to our society, to our nation, to our country. That's what a good researcher will make his nation proud. And it will, of course, his works will be an exemplary, and this will inspire generations of people to take up his path, to follow his footsteps, and do something good for people.
Absolutely, and I think that will be some great inspiration for students who are interested to join in and be a part of this initiative. Before we proceed, I would like to request Dr. Karan Juneja, the National Secretary General of the Indian Medical Association Junior Doctors Network, to share a few words. Along with this, he is also an active medico-social activist and has gained recognition by the media for calling strikes against government policies on various pertinent issues in the field of healthcare today. Glad to have you today, sir, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Ayush and Team Inflame. I think you are leading this initiative very well of research, which was the vision of our dynamic national president, Dr. Jayalal sir. And I'd like to especially appreciate Alicia, who went and interacted with sir in Ahmedabad and got this innovative idea and took it very brilliantly, and with leadership of Mayukh sir and everyone. I hope this initiative will go very well. Best wishes to the team, and we hope that we'll find young researchers doing well, and Indian Medical Association Junior Doctors Network stands with you, and all our Junior Doctors Network members will be constantly updated to keep sending their articles and work in this initiative very well. Thank you so much, Ayush, and best wishes to everyone.
And thank you very much, sir, for those kind words. Coming back, Dr. Mayukh, sir, you mentioned how important research is for students. What are some important aspects of a good publication, and what is some advice you can give in that regard to students?
Absolutely. For a good publication, one must look upon the good indexing factor. First, I want to guide to our audience who are students who want to do a publication or who wants to, because these are the generalized question which I often have seen people have asked in my previous conferences. How to go to a publication, or how to make a publication rather. First, before publication, you should have a very good knowledge on the study which you will be conducting. You should have a vast knowledge. You should have, like, you should not be any void of knowledge in that particular field of study which you are conducting a research. And after conduction of a study, then you go to the collection of data, or you derive the facts, or you utilize the facts which is already being present. Like I told as the previously, that what is the word research means conventionally, it means they're creating new concepts, utilizing the existing knowledge. So that is also very important aspect. But before that, you have to have a very vast knowledge. You should conduct a very vast study on it, so that it will be very beneficial for you to move further on that research topic. And after all this, you go for publication. You have to follow many standard procedures, and for that we are here. Wing will be able to guide people. So but before publication, and now when you are submitting a paper to us, to our wing, three factors which every student, every researcher must look upon, and I have talked this in previous conferences as well. That is plagiarism, fabrication, and falsification. These three you must look upon, because these three are the utmost important, which the paper got rejected. And being the peer reviewer of almost 39 journals, I have seen many papers which are involved with these things. And these things, if anyone sees in your paper will be rejected, your work would be suspended, your work could be discarded. So basically, you should always keep this thing in mind. Plagiarism means you should not copy the facts which is present there. You should not utilize the facts, or you should not rather copy the fact, basically copying. And fabrication is dry labbing. You should not make up data. You should derive the data which you have obtained, not rather making it up. Okay, fabrication this means, and falsification means if you find any error in your data and you are falsifying the information. If you are caught by these three mischief which you are doing, you might be in a lot of trouble. So you should always keep this thing in mind, that these three are the utmost important of publication: plagiarism, fabrication, and falsification. These three, any reviewer or editorial committee board member always sees first. So if your paper is unique, if your data is unique, if everything goes well, your paper will be published in a good index journal. So this way the publication goes. I believe this, if you keep this thing points in your mind, you will be able to make a good publication. But before that, research and publication are very two different concepts. Research is first studying the facts, collecting the data, and then creating the data out of the existing data, creation of new concepts, new methodologies, new understanding on the existing concepts, and then implementing it on your current work will could be defined as a research. So after research, when your data is unique, when it will be accepted by the editorial board member, when all the three factors which I told, plagiarism, fabrication, falsification, when these three things would be accepted, that your editorial board member or peer reviewer would see that no, the paper is unique, only then article is published, or your paper would be selected for the publication, and it will be an unique work. And after on, if your work is very unique, and if it could gain international recognition also in future. So these are my points I would like to suggest.
Thank you very much for that. I think that is some great advice for all students watching and listening. And I'm sure many students will be looking forward to working with you as well as other like-minded members as a part of this initiative. So tell us more about the team members behind this initiative as well. Who are the other people who are the driving force behind this?
Yes, of course. Ayush, any success comes with not a hard working by a single person, it comes with hard working by a team. So I am also blessed with a team. Our team was founded and initiated by Dr. Alisha Lakhani. She is the founder of Inflame Medical Group, and followed by Kushal. He is the executive editor of our team. He is a very hardworking and passionate boy who have high dreams for our research wing. Also, Akhil, Dr. Akhil, he is the head of designer section, and he have made a real innovation by creating a telegram bot which you can serve any disease and you can know the details of any medicine. He is a real genius in our team. And Amal, he is the marketing head as well as the creative director of Inflame Medical Magazine. He is also very skilled and passionate and devoted to our research wing, to our esteemed research wing. And of course, we are so honored to have you as our host. And this is my team. But I would like to welcome anyone and everyone who have this noble pursuit in them and who wants to do something good for our humanity, for our nation, who wants to make our nation proud. And by doing something innovative, we are always open, we are always welcome. We will always welcome them. Thank you.
Absolutely. And finally, are there any messages, words of wisdom that you would like to share with our viewers to inspire and imbibe passion in them, especially during these trying COVID times?
Yes, absolutely. Ayush, this message I always have spread in my previous conferences and interviews as well. The takeaway message would be every living being in this planet are unique in nature. Every one of us are unique, and every one of us possesses a special ability inside us. But what happens is that we sometimes follow the people who are already successful in their life, and we follow their footsteps. How they become successful out of this, our human race, some people have find out that special ability. They have worked upon it, they have worked hard upon it, they have strived upon it, they have dedicated everything towards it, and they have become the I'm sorry.
Sir, you're muted.
Okay. Yeah. So my takeaway message would be to all my audience who are viewing this ceremony is that dig out that special ability inside you. We all possess a special ability inside of us, or rather, if we say it in comical way, we all possess a superpower inside us. So after digging out that special ability inside you, after knowing the fact that you have this unique characteristic and you work upon it, you strived upon it, you have this, you follow your heart, you follow your passion, no matter what comes in your life. Because always remember, any success in our life comes with a failure. So, and any successful person have made with a failure at some point of time. So dig out that special ability, work hard for it, strive hard for it, and believe me or not, you would be a successful one day. But follow your heart, follow your passion, don't listen to others, because there would be some times when people could discourage you, people could discard your work. So you should not, as I told, the qualities: passionate, hardworking, determined, devotion, money-free minded. You should have this thing in yourself. You should carry forward. And I believe someday people who are watching this show, or many of you, will give me a thankful note of becoming the greatest human being and leaving their traces in this history of mankind. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those words, lovely words. Before we move on to the word of thanks, we would like to open up the panel. If there's anyone in the meeting who would who have any questions, they could put it in the chat, or they could unmute and ask their questions to Dr. Mayukh sir. If anyone has any advice, words of encouragement, they could please feel free to share those as well. I think we'll wait for a minute. If it Okay. If there are no questions, then we'll move on to the vote of thanks, for which I would like to.
My name is KOBID BASU, and I'm a first-year student in KOBID Medical College. So my question is that in the first year itself, how can we approach to the research, even writing a research paper, or like what's the approach of doing, because we don't know much. So what's the right approach to get a successful research work?
Okay.
I think that's a great question. Dr. Mayukh sir, if you would like to answer
absolutely.
that.
Indeed, a great question. And this question is a generalized question asked by many students I have came across. My suggestion would be, see, you will get many answers out of from everywhere, but from my personal experience and from my personal point of view, I would like to suggest that you choose any topic which you like first. You choose any topic, any disease, anything which you like, okay, of your own personal interest. Once you once you gain that personal interest, when you have that interest in that topic, you study, you give a study on it, you work hard on it. See, research is not that single night thing. I started my journey from 2017, and I got my first success in 2019 in December. After 2 years of hard work, I achieved my success. So it will take a lot of time, okay? And because you have to have that attitude that you will not give up, you will be determined. So you study the fact, you study the topic which you have selected, the topic of your interest, or the favorite topic you wanted to do something for it, or any disease you want to work upon. You select that topic, you work hard on that topic, you collect every data which is already there related to that topic after proper study. And after collection of data, when you have finalized everything, you can move towards research. You can go towards research. You can have, there are, as I have told, that you can write a synopsis. I'm very sorry. Yeah, you can have that. Hello. Yes, you can have that mindset. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you can have that thing, and I believe after collection of data and after evaluating your data, you can move towards research. You can go for, you can, as I have told, fabrication, falsification, plagiarism. When you would be writing your data. When you would be writing your data, hello. So, and likewise, you can go towards research and you can go for publication.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Are there any other questions? Is there anyone else that has any questions? Feel free to answer right now. If there are no more questions, then without further ado, I would like to pass on the mic to Miss Alisha Lakhani, Shantabai Medical College, to present the vote of thanks. Along with being the active participant of IMA-MS in Gujarat and the State Joint Secretary of the All India Medical Students Association, she is the founder of Inflame, and she has an abundance of experience when it comes to media and communications. Simply put, she is the woman responsible for uniting us and building this magazine and this corporation from the ground up. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Thank you so much for the great introduction, Ayush. And we are really glad that Team Inflame that we have started the research wing. And I would like to thank Dr. Mayukh Pandit sir for joining us and being the director and doing the honorary work with the guidance of definitely Dr. Jayalal sir and Professor Jayalal sir. Along with that, I would also thank Dr. Karan Juneja sir for always being there and guiding us in all our initiatives, whether be it research, whether be it magazine or any other social initiative that we take. And I would like to thank my whole team for making it possible. It is definitely not the work of only a single person. So thank you so much for always motivating me to do something more. And I never thought you would be starting the research wing. It was just that you would be having the magazine, but thanks to Indian Medical Association and Dr. Jailal sir for giving me insights to what is the importance of research. When it comes to research, I'm definitely no one to define it. Mayukh sir can definitely do better on the part, but I am really glad that we have such a great team. And apart from that, we are also getting support from different research and publication groups. So thank you so much. And I see messages from Dr. Nikita ma'am and everyone who are messaging us and believing in us. So I would just thanks to everyone out here for hearing us today. And lastly, thanks Ayush for again being a wonderful host.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for those lovely words as well. And with that, we conclude today's event. Thank you very much for joining in on YouTube and on Zoom. For any queries that you may have, feel free to reach out to Inflame on the number 87990305552, or you can email inflame@editor.inflame@gmail.com. If you want to get in touch with Dr. Mayukh sir directly, you can email him at mayukhpandit17@gmail.com. If you want to learn more about the initiative, or if you have any queries that you would like to answer, all students are welcome to join the Inflame International Medicine and Clinical Research Wing for guidance, mentorship, and aid in any and all forms. And with that, we end this event. Thank you very much, and hope you have a good day ahead and stay safe.
Yeah, so Nikita ma'am wants to say a few words. I would like to invite her again. Sorry for interruption, Ayush, but I would allow her for 2 minutes to say something. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Aisha. And this is the great initiative taken by you all young researchers. And my message is to you that you are doing a fantastic job. And with the guidance of Dr. J.A. Jayalal, sir, we definitely you can get good success in this field. And I would like to invite you all to go through the website of IESRF, that is Innovative Education and Scientific Research Foundation, which has goal to publish and disseminate the research work of our young generation researchers to internationally. Dr. Mayukh knows ESRF as he introduced initially in his speech. So I would like to request you all visit there, because we are coming with number of events like editor workshop and author workshop, reviewer workshops, plagiarism, and the topic related to the publication actually. So that's why I request you all to visit once there. And I'm seriously, I'm very much thankful to Mayukh. You are doing very fantastic job, and we are proud of you. He's associated with IESRF also. We all be proud of you all. You are doing very good job. Applause for you. Thanks, Dr. Aisha, for allowing me 2 minutes. I guess I compiled in within my time frame. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ayush, for allowing me. Thanks, Dr. Mayukh.
Thank
Thanks
you.
all.
It's our honor.
Thank you, ma'am. I think those are some great advice and resources for everyone. So thank you so much for that. I think with that, we wrap up the event. So thank you very much to all again. And yeah, stay safe. And as mentioned earlier, if you want to contact Inflame, you can always reach out to us at editor.inflame@gmail.com. If you want to reach out to Dr. Mayukh sir, you can reach out to him at Mayukh Pandit 17@gmail.com. And please feel free to be a part of this medical, international medicine and clinical research wing for any forms of guidance, mentorship, and aid for research. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day ahead.